Good morning. How are you? I hope you're well. Just from setting up, give me a moment before we get the double sound. Um, as you know, I'm still in Facebook jail. so because I'm in Facebook jail, so I have to be very, we're using YouTube, but then I am hoping today we'll be able to now switch back to, not today, sorry. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be able to recording. It's very possible for us to access the recordings and then post them onto the Facebook later on for our records. But for those of you interested, go to my Rev Walter Mwambazipe YouTube channel and you can still catch the live post. We will do that very, very soon, and you'll be able to access the training. So today, without further ado, let me now invite Aunt Sylvia so that she can take us through what they have lined up as far as Mindset Change program is concerned today. And I hope that many of you will be able to be richly edified and blessed by the content as you continue your journey towards success. So over to you, Aunt Sylvia, so that you carry us on.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rev Water. It's another beautiful day. It's a Tuesday. And when we talk about the things that are making us tick, these are some of the things that we really do admire about ourselves. We do admire, how we just wake up and connect on a daily basis. We admire our clients who actually follow us. We admire so many things about what we do. For those that are joining us for the first time, my name is Sylvia Bimwansa, simply called Sunshine. And why am I called Sunshine? Is because the name Sunshine is not shy. It will shine on anyone as long as you are up. It will tell you, it gives me the energy, it gives me the vibrant, it puts me under pressure to perform the things that I want to do. It puts me under pressure to do all the things that are planned for me to do before the sun sets. So it's got a lot of reasoning when I talk about even the logo. Our logo is about the sun shining, and it's got different rays. And for me, the different rays are just the moods or the things or the activities that we're going to do before the sun sets. Even after the sun has set, we still have at least 6 hours before we go to sleep. So it is in those 24 hours that we enable ourselves to see, what is it that I'm going to do today? What are the imperative things that I've aligned myself to do? What are the important things that I've aligned myself to do? Who am I going to contact for me to be able to do my imperatives and my important things? And it just doesn't end there. We also align. What time am I going to do the things that I've aligned myself to do? Is it at 6 o'clock? What am I doing at 6 o'clock? I look at the imperatives. Is it for the 6 o'clock thing? Like one of the imperative things for me every day, Monday to Friday, is to join the 0730 calls. I was just chatting with Belinda, who's going to share with us today. She sent a text. She sent a text early in the morning, 6 o'clock. I said, if you had sent it at midnight, I was going to see it. But 6 o'clock, my alarm goes at 7 because of the activities that I do before the day ends, before midnight. So the activities that I do does not allow me to wake up at 6 because I have aligned myself to say, okay, I sleep at midnight after giving myself feedback of how the day was. And sometimes when I'm giving myself feedback at 21 hours, that's when now I have to, to review the day. As I'm reviewing the day, I find that there are so many things that I need to put in place before I actually go to bed because of the results that I want to achieve the following day. So I put myself to say, what is it that, I'm looking at my success planner. Oh, I was supposed to, and then look at what I've done on that day. Say, oh, today is 11th. I said I would buy fabric. Have I bought it? Who am I supposed? I said I was going to follow up Evelyn Horn. Have I done that? I said I was going to follow up, APSA. Have I done that? Follow up on the KK's. In fact, this is what kept me going, kept me awake, because we are going to have the Kenneth Kaunda birthday. We promised ourselves when KK was doing that we are going to continue. We will be celebrating birthdays, and we're busy planning for the 100th birthday. And he died at 97. So in my mind is what are we still going to be doing? What plans did we put in place that we're going to be doing? So in fulfilling, the wishes, or what can I call them? Or to continue the love that we had created, to continue making sure that the KK brand lives on. We have to continue doing something on his birthday. So we are busy planning for celebrating 98th birthday in absentia, but we are going to celebrate it as if he's there. We are going to celebrate it as if he's listening, as if we are talking, listening to the success stories that he loved to listen to. And for me, these are the things that make me feel good about what I do and about what I believe in, and what about the things that I must do, me. What are the things that I must do, that I have put in me, that I've planned, that these are the things that I'm going to be doing. So we are busy inviting people. We are busy, looking for people who had a relationship with him, the people that I used to go with to visit him, the young people that were telling stories when he was there. Can they come and tell those stories to the world still, so that people can just know that there was this great man, there was this great president, father of the nation, who outdid himself. It's not that when you outdo yourself, not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to, to appreciate you. Not everyone is going to say, oh, you did a good job. Some jobs are thankless, but you are not going to stop doing what you must do because people are going to label you. And the fact that during the mindset change programs, we have learned not to attach meaning to the things that people are saying, because what people are saying and you attach meaning to them, it's like they derail your thinking, because now you're going to start now researching on why did this person say this? Why did this say? What did they mean? So just get the meaning that you want. When somebody says something, get that meaning that you really do want to, to socialize with. Because if you attach meaning, you are going to be derailed with your thinking. And this is why each time that I have someone, we have a training, we always, come up with so many nice things that we can share to the world, so many nice things that we actually now resonate to the way we live and the way we take things and the way we behave. And it also has come for us to realize that, yes, indeed, change is possible. Yes, indeed, we can do the things that we want to do if we align ourselves to the things that we want. So without really taking up, we can be making these comments as we go, because Belinda has prepared something for us for her experience when she came into the boot camp. And now it's like a race. It's like, I wish we had every day, talking about mindset change, because this is the in thing to talk about. But we talk about it outside, and we talk about it on the group chat for the alumni and those people that are interested in mindset change, that they want to take it from where it is to where everyone wants to go. And as every leader is talking about change, this is why I've got so much energy in making sure that this change happen. And I've also believed in change is real. Change can happen if we open our minds and we're able to actually just do the things that we do want. So I would like to invite Belinda But before I just do that, I just want you to type in the chat box that change is possible and I'm good for it. Change is possible and I am good for it. So we are going to have Belinda. Belinda is a service experience professional and an entrepreneur. She's the owner of Glam Lane Clothing, and also her name in the Mindset Change program is Cash Bells. Why Cash Bells? It's because she deals with money. She deals with money, and she was saying, the way we made it possible for her to realize that this is a good name. It says, whenever you need money, just ring the bell, cash will arrive, but you have to prove to me that you are able to also ring back the bell, that I'll be able to pay you back the money that you would be getting from me. So let's put our hands together and welcome Belinda Mwinga, Cash Bells. Belinda.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to join the team this morning. I'm so excited to share what I have with everybody. So let me just share a few slides with you. Quickly there. Okay. So as Sunshine has already mentioned, change is possible, and it's not out of reach. And this realization for me came when I actually went to the bootcamp for mindset change. So once I was at the mindset change program, what I was looking out for is what exactly I'm going to get out of this program. And I remember struggling to make a decision because, as many may already know, there's so many people with motivational speeches. They'll tell you the what, but when it comes to the how and the outcomes, it's usually a struggle. You know what needs to be done, but you're not told how you're supposed to do it, and maybe expectations of how that thing should look like. So I struggle to make a decision. I'm usually on this call, but this one time when conversations struck and there was a boot camp coming up, I thought to myself, let me see what this is all about. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to actually make that decision, but here I am, grateful and glad that I did. And so I just want to share with you what changes have happened to me and what I have become since the bootcamp. It only took 16 hours of intensive training, and not just training, not theoretical training, but practical training. Okay, so what I got to realize, these are some of the things that we take advantage of. We know that life has different components to it, like the physical and health, the financial and careers and things like that. But we have never really known how to package them. And before the bootcamp, I just thought life, of course, has these components, but they didn't necessarily come in a certain package. After going through the training, I realized life is actually segmented into these 6 categories. And these 6 categories need to be deliberately lived. They need to be deliberately followed and paid attention to. We usually wake up, it's one of those days, physically, maybe one day I'll start exercising. You want something, but getting to doing it has always been a challenge to most of us. Finances and career. If 1% of the world is making it out there, how are they doing it? I wanted to know that. One of my expectations from the bootcamp was that I want to know how to be wealthy. I want to know not just to make money, but to be wealthy. And the reason I wanted to be wealthy is because I wanted to be wealthy holistically. I wanted to be successful in my career. I wanted to be successful in my social life. I wanted to be successful as an entrepreneur. I wanted to be successful in my home, in my family, spiritually. I wanted that holistic, growth. And when I went to this boot camp, when I interacted with people that have discovered the secrets that can help you actually be whole and not just succeed in your career, and not just succeed in your spiritual life, and not just succeed in your financial life, it was mind-blowing that it was actually something within reach. I am able to succeed holistically in every aspect of my life. We have people who are very successful financially, but very poor spiritually. We have people who are very successful spiritually, but very poor mentally and health-wise. But then what I wanted my whole life, I've always told myself I wanted a holistic kind of success, and I didn't know where to find it. When this program came up, I jumped on board, and I'm so glad I did, because the Belinda that was then and the Belinda that is now is a totally changed human being. So the how, how do you actually attain? You get to learn self-discovery. Nothing functions without knowing yourself. And this is a mistake that personally I know I have made for the longest of time. A situation where you think you can still succeed without taking care of your personal needs, or your core person. I got to discover there were even certain things from way back that I had not let go. As you go through the mindset change program, you get to see certain things that have been holding you back that you probably never thought were an issue in your career or your entrepreneurial life. I got to discover there were certain things I had not let go. For example, I was still struggling with the fact that God had taken my mother when I was still very young. God had taken my parents when I was still very young. It's a thought that I had blocked at the back of my mind, and I thought all was well. But there was a certain aspect of me that was still hanging on to that, the fact that God had not given me time had not given my parents time to see my children. My parents never had a chance to see my children. I have two beautiful children, and they never had a chance. And at the back of my head, those conversations over time kept happening. When I went for the mindset change, it's like, those things that you don't deliberately look at, it's broken open. That's something that cocoon is broken open, and your life is put right there in front of you. And you get to realize, I need to fix me first. I need to fix my life. I need to ensure I understand why something happened. If my mind does not change, if I don't accept certain things that are so personal, my career will continue to be affected. My life, my social life around people, how I'll look at people that are going through similar things will get affected. How I get to appreciate another person will get affected. So there was that self-discovery, getting in touch with your innermost person. How beautiful that moment was. I cannot explain it in full, but it was a beautiful moment. I did not go there to start discovering my emotions and my hidden certain things that are hidden within me. Those seemed very personal. And yet, those were the things I needed to start with, that self-discovery. And when I also discovered that I actually can run this money lending business, when I started it before the mindset change program, I wanted to name it something like with a tagline, financial help. And the entire team, a team so full of people with talent, brains put in one place, they said, no, you're not getting into this business to be helping. You're getting into this business to make money. The help and everything else comes later. The name I had chosen for my business instantly changed. We put our heads together and we said, what do people call you? And I said, my friends call me Bells. from Belinda. My friends call me Bells. And there was that brainstorming. Everybody is interested in the outcome. They're interested in what this thing will look like. And then Cash Bells manifested. Cash Bells came to life, and it made sense. And to see the support that you get not only from SBM, but the team that has passed through this program, they help you break it down. They help you see things that you have not seen. That deliberate, and every time you put something on paper, it sort of just changes the way you see things. You see the manifestation and the possibility of that thing actually materializing. This is something I remember when I was at boot camp. I was telling Sunshine, I said, why can't I just use my phone? It's a technological world. And she said, no, I want you to get your pencil. I want you to get your book, write it down. And the scripture in the Bible that says, we know it tells us, it was telling, I can't remember exactly the full story, but it was saying, write, it may tally, but it will surely come. Write it down. The Bible, I think, had exposed us to so many things. We just didn't know how to interpret them. So when you write it down, it becomes a reality. There is no way that after you write it down, you go back and fail, because it's right in your face. It's engraved in your brain. It's engraved in the palms of your hands. There's power in writing something down. I'm coming from a background where I wrote lists, but I just wrote lists. Then I learned to write practical lists. When are you achieving? Put a date. Who are you going to call? While I was there, I was practicing. At a certain point, I had a particular time when I needed to call my children to check on them. I thought it's one of those things, but I learned, no, it's not. You need a life that is scheduled. Once your life is scheduled, everything is possible. So what were the outcomes? I got to learn people. I'm sure there's so many of you that have thought, I wish 24 hours could be, I wish a day could be added with another 4 hours. That was my life. Because during the day, I would spend it doing so many things. And then I'm so tired. By the time it's time to go to bed, then now I'm looking at my personal business. And at the end of the day, it's either I'm sleeping very late or I'm waking up very early. I'm not resting enough. I'm not doing certain things and all that. But then after going through mindset change program, I am in awe right now to discover that 24 hours is more than enough. I discovered where I was wasting time. I discovered that I was that person that would just take in everything. If people want to talk to me, I would listen. If someone walks to the office without an appointment, I would pay attention. And all those things. Social media. I have a background of marketing where I needed to be on social media to look at content. Then I discovered, no, I don't need to be there all the time, because that place is so addictive. You find that you went there and your plan was to be there for 30 minutes. Before you know it, you've spent an hour, you spent 2 hours. And yet that 1 hour, 30 minutes could have been redirected to something else. When last did you speak to your family? When last did you speak to that auntie? We have even accepted now. There are even memes and quotations. We are all busy. If I'm not calling you, it's okay. No, you can actually schedule time to speak to that auntie. It was one of my goals actually that I had scheduled. I said, look, I have not been able to remain in touch with people that carried the mantle after my parents died. I call them once in a while because my day is so packed. And then only to realize it's packed because I wasn't disciplined. It's packed because I was touching everything. I wasn't prioritizing. Even when I tried to prioritize, I didn't indicate what was personal, what was business, what was work related, and things like that. What was most important? What are those high value paying outcomes I was looking for? Look at me speaking like that, because these are the terms I learned from the boot camp. I am so rounded up now. I am in touch with family. I am in touch with my social life. I have time to hang out again, you know, and not just hang out with results. I had to look at my circle. It is okay to cut out certain relationships, even if they are close, if they're not bringing you peace. It is okay. You know how peaceful that is to just say, this cousin of mine, every time we speak, I equally become depressed. Because every time we are talking, it's something depressing they're sharing with me. And eventually I'm equally depressed. You realize, no, I'm spending 30 minutes of my time 3 times a week, which is 1 hour, 30 minutes, being depressed. You learn to cut out. And not stone is left unturned. I am learning that it is possible to do everything. All I needed to do was plan my life, change my mindset, networking. I was asked to look at my contacts list. I looked at my contacts list and thought, I have so many people that I have in my phone. How much value am I getting and gaining from these people? How much value? Just that realization and going to my contacts list and going delete was so satisfying. Some contacts we keep, we even know you're keeping this person. Probably it's a situation that you had that was not even pleasant. Why are you keeping the number? That moment, that refreshing moment of deleting was so satisfying. To know that only those that I can network and produce results with are the ones I'm keeping in my phone. It feels like I'm doing something, you know, something I wish I'd learned the moment I was getting into high school. I promise you this program should start from a point children are making decisions about their lives, so that they begin to understand how to approach life from a young.
Is it me or is it Lisa who has disappeared?
It is all of us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what Lisa is what Belinda is talking about, I just want to conclude with the outcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I just want to continue with the to close with Lisa's outcome there, where she's talking about self-discovery. We all need to discover ourselves, and it's just so amazing. And for me, that is the most fulfilling part. When people come to the boot camp, the most fulfilling part is this part where people come out feeling very, very, very satisfied. That is the thing that really satisfies me. It's even if it's one person that is training, the satisfaction, whether 5 or 10 or 15, the maximum we can take in a class is 20. But the fulfilling aspect of people getting to come out whole is what makes it really fantastic for a lot of us. Okay, she's back. You can conclude.
Thank you so much, Coach Sunshine. So just in conclusion, so I was saying success is measured by results. It's in the results that we get out of what we are doing that will determine if we have actually succeeded or not. And one thing is, the waiting for somebody to come and rescue you is not happening. No one at all is coming with a bulldozer. No one is coming with anything to rescue you. You have to save yourself for yourself. No one is coming. You are waiting for that marvelous moment. It's not coming. You're waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. After you listen to me, I am a product of Mindset Change Program. I am a product, a working product, a proof. There's proof. I am tangible. You can touch me. I am proof that this program actually works. So Walt Disney, it's one of my favorite quotes. Walt Disney once said, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I am so glad I stopped just thinking about what I could do, what I can do, and I did. And now, when I did, and the outcome I got out of this Mindset Change Program, I am so grateful. I know that we are paying much less than we should be, but the investment in this thing is mind-blowing. It's life-changing. And if we can have 1,000 people in a country with a mind that has been changed because of this program, there is no turning back. There is no stopping us. Thank you so much, Coach, for allowing me to share this. And my time, which I had scheduled for this program, has come to an end, and I'll be winding up soon with everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Cash Bells. When she was actually in the program, she actually broke down crying. We all felt like it was that moment. A lot of us who has lost our parents joined in her tears of joy, how she discovered that where the mother is okay, and she can continue to feel good and be good, so that where the mother is can be clapping for her that she's done what she is. So I just want you to end by telling yourself that change is possible as you take action for your changes to start now. If you are not disciplined, sign up to the bootcamp. Sign up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sign up for something. We're having people come, like on the 29th of April. We've got Agnes, who's coming. The first thing that she's going to do before she goes out from Australia, she's coming into a bootcamp. And she's saying, oh my goodness, what is this that is making people talk about these changes, so passionate about all these things. So thank you so much for joining, and make sure that you make one or 4 imperative things to shift your mindset, the things that you want to happen. One of your 4 important things to discover yourself, and make one decision to join, even if you don't come to this, but just listen to yourself and say, this is what I need. But if you are undisciplined and you need to be structured, then you need to get in touch with us so that we can help you get the outcome that you've always wanted to, because everyone is looking for success. Everyone is pointing at change. So change is you and me. So let's start the process. Have a good morning. Hello, Ray.